What's happening, everyone? This is Yamimash bringing you yet another Gears of War 3 commentary on Team Deathmatch on Overpass. And as I've said before, this map sucks in my opinion. It's really shit. And this is a really good score. Of course, I would not upload a gameplay if the score was not good. So look forward to the end result of this game. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something I haven't talked about before, something that I thought you guys might find slightly interesting, and that is some of my fears. Well, things that scare me ever since I was a kid, or things that scare me now. And I thought we could, have a little discussion about it. Things that scare you, we could talk about it. But before I get into that, I just want to do a really quick shout out to Artsy. He edited a Gears of War mini-tage for me a few months ago, and I didn't really give him much credit. So a big shout out to him. He does some really good edits on his page. So if you've got a couple minutes spare, maybe you could check out his channel. I'll put the link in the description if you want to watch some of his videos. Anyway, let's talk about the topic at hand. Things that scare me. Okay, where do I begin? I've got quite a few actually. First thing that freaks me out, and always has freaked me out, and I don't care what anyone says, is bugs in general. And the biggest one of them all, the biggest culprit, is spiders. Now, I know a lot of people have the same fear. You could say, oh, mostly girls are scared of bugs and spiders, but look at it this way. They are ugly. They are really just disgusting. They have big legs. They have 8 legs. They're black and they shoot webs out, and they have little pincers on the mouth or whatever it is. They are not beautiful to look at. And the worst thing is at night time when I'm trying to go to bed and there is a giant spider on my wall or ceiling. I don't want to fall asleep in it to go in my mouth and start crawling in my throat and stuff, because that is just not going to be good. Actually, speaking of spiders, yesterday I was around my friends and there was this giant spider and it crawled up behind him, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, Shane, there's a giant spider behind you, and he freaked out obviously, and he was going to kill it, and I was like, I don't really want you to kill it. And he was like, okay, catch it with this glass and put this paper on top and throw him outside the window. And I was like, oh my god. So I spent a good few minutes, manning up, getting the courage to catch this spider so it wouldn't die, because I don't like things dying. I think death is not a very good thing. When I think death, I think the ends. There could be a new beginning in death, and this could be a different commentary. Then this gets really debatable, and I don't know, I'll save that for another time. But anyway, after a few minutes, I summed up the courage. I captured the spider, put the paper on top. It was a really big one, by the way. It was almost as big as my hand, and I threw it outside, and it floated down to the ground. I think spiders are air resistant, so it was okay. And yeah, pointless story. There you go. Anyway, another thing that scares me is heights. That's a big thing that affects a lot of people too. I went to Paris when I was a lot younger, when I was about 8 years old. I was in the Eiffel Tower and it freaked me out. I got a bit dizzy. It has this glass wall where you see through, and it was a scary experience. And talking of heights, it's when I go to amusement parks as well. Those big roller coasters, or those rides with the vertical drops. I get scared of those. I am scared of those, but I have summed up the courage recently when I went to a theme park a few months ago to go on this ride called the Oblivion, which has a vertical drop, and I did it. I went on it twice actually, so that was pretty cool. Another thing that really sucks and scares me is needles. When I go to the hospital and they have to do a blood test, or anything to do with needles in general, like stitches and stuff, it's not a good thing. I don't like sharp pointy objects going into my skin. It's scary, and it's a bit weird actually. It's not the most pleasant experience. So I've always been a bit scared of those. When I was a lot younger, a doctor was going to give me a blood test, and I had to blackmail him with sweeties and stuff, and I hate needles. Another thing is thunderstorms. Thunderstorms in general, hearing thunder outside and lightning. That is not good. It's okay now, I guess. If I'm outside and it's raining and it starts thundering, I make sure I'm not under a tree, because that would not be a good idea. But yeah, thunderstorms always freak me out. So that is about it. I don't think there's anything else that really scares me. So yeah, guys, let me know what you're scared of. It'll be it's always fun going through the comments and seeing what you guys say and what things that affect you. So it'd be nice to read those. And another thing I wanted to talk about now, this is just one terrible situation I got myself in. Okay, so a couple months ago, I work at Domino's Pizza. I've said this before. I told my manager a couple of months ago that I wanted to book 2 weeks off, and I I was booking time off when the vouchers were coming out, and it was going to be busy, and I didn't think he would let me book the time off. So I said I was going abroad, I was going on holiday. And, you know, that's a problem. You shouldn't really lie to your manager like I did. Anyway, about 4 days ago, I was walking the dog, you know, because, you know, I booked the time off basically just to play Gears 3 because I'm a sad person. I was walking the dog outside, and he drove past in his car. Now, this was a terrible situation. And I was like, no way. I hoped he didn't see me, so I quickly jogged home. And it was okay for a couple hours. Then I got a ring on my door, and I was like, okay, who's that? So I looked outside the window on the top floor, and it was the manager, and he looked up at the window and he made eye contact with me. But we have these blinds, so I didn't know if he saw through them, if he actually saw me. That is questionable. But I just couldn't believe it. The manager now knows that I did not go on holiday. And also, one of my co-workers is subscribed to my YouTube channel and knows about my internet thing. I actually blocked him and unblocked him so he wouldn't be subscribed, which means videos won't pop up in the subscription box, recent videos. And I thought, you know, I'd get away with that. But this is how things get even worse. I created a Facebook fan page, I think yesterday or the day before, and when you do that and you link it to your normal Facebook account, it updates saying my name has created a fan page, so they know I am on the internet and I am at home. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to man up. I'm going to have to apologise. I'm going to have to say I lied to you. I've been playing video games for the past 2 weeks, and I said I was going abroad, and he's not going to be very impressed with me. But I'm just going to have to man up and take whatever punishment, or, you know, I feel like I was entitled to some holiday. I've been working there a year, but it doesn't give me a reason to lie. So, you know, I brought that upon myself, really. So, yes, that is that, and that is all. Tomorrow, guys, I'm going to be releasing an epic video. You guys are going to love it. I think it's going to be awesome. I won't tell you what it is. You'll find out for yourselves when it is uploaded. And I sure hope you guys are enjoying my content so far. A few questionable videos when it came to the giveaways, and, well, not the giveaways, the unlockable videos. People thought it was boosting and stuff, and it was very questionable, debatable. But, you know, that's over with now. I'm just going to stick to what I do best. Commentaries, top plays, some podcasts, my Gears of War 3 weekly series, amongst other stuff. And I sure hope you guys are having a great time. You know, Gears 3 has been a lot of fun so far. Map Pack will be out in November from what I've heard, and that's going to be awesome. And I see a bright future for this game. The community may never ever be that big, you know, may not be the biggest game ever, but for what it is a, you know, a really fun game, and it's always going to be one of my favourites. So I'm happy with this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. So, like I said, let me know what scares you, what some of your fears are, and we'll have a little talk. You know, I'm going to be on for the next few hours, so it should be fun. Alright guys, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you all later.